I'm Camilla, and this is King, and we're the 5 resellers, and today we are going to the bins for the first time in like 8 months.
Something like that.
We are going together, so we're so excited. We left our baby at home with King's mom, and so we just hope that today is really good, and we're gonna take you along with us to thrift with us and show you what we got.
Here we go.
We got there right when it opened, so we are in line, and we usually split up and go to 2 different sides so we can hit as many bins as possible. Then we just start digging. We usually check the tags, and if a tag catches our eye, or if it's one that we've seen before, we'll put it in our bag. You can see in the back here, they have so much inventory, tons for everyone. And you can see these bins are all full.
With this puffer jacket, a lot of the times I'm seeing kind of materials, I'm kind of feeling it, and I haven't looked up comps, but I've grabbed it anyway, and we'll look up comps later.
Yeah, so digging at the bins, we'll grab anything that catches our eye, and then always just look up comps. Once we have a full cart, we'll go through it all.
This day there were a ton of golf clubs, and this one was pretty much the only good one in this pile. I decided to put it in my cart, and I take a look at all these other ones. Surprisingly, none that were very good. All of this just wasn't worth the trouble, so I did not pick it up, even though I probably could have gotten a decent amount of profit from it.
Yeah, we don't usually find golf clubs at the bins. This is a rare day that there were so many. Usually we're looking more at the clothing, and we love looking at coats and jeans in the bins. You'll see that some things we look at and other things we don't. We kind of know that, you know, a lot of t-shirts and like underwear, we definitely don't look at the underwear that's in the bins. And things like that, that we kind of know, you know, like there are going to be a million, you know, running t-shirts in the bins that probably aren't worth anything. So we go a little bit by feel, but we try to look at each thing. This skirt is kind of an Irish kilt. We looked it up. The brand itself is pretty good, but this one had a stain on it. That's the other thing we do once items are in our cart, is that we look them up, but then we also look for stains or rips or anything like that. Here we have a fontanini. I don't know if this is an ornament or just like a decoration, and we did end up picking that up, and it's really beautiful. So we're not sure if we're gonna sell it. You can see the comp here, but we probably will, but we might keep it for maybe a year to decorate for Christmas. And now we're just going through our cart, checking everything out. Okay, so here we have a limited 2 sweater, and limited 2 is definitely Y2K for sure, like emblematic Y2K. And I picked this up because now we are Depop sellers. So I thought for sure this is gonna sell on Depop. I am not sure how I'm gonna list it. I didn't even really look it up. You know, honestly, as a child, I never really shopped at Limited 2. Occasionally I would go in there, but I never really got to buy very much from it. So I was just kind of like tickled to find this in the bins.
This pair of loft jeans we'll go over later. We actually did pick that up.
And we picked up this Torrid top too. This is a size 1, so a little bit of a smaller size, but I still think it will do well because it's just kind of a basic shirt. Torrid always sells super quick for us, so I'm always happy to find it in the bins. And it's one that other people leave behind, and I think it's because the margins are pretty small, so other people don't want to buy it, but I'm happy with that. So this sport coat we looked up, but we couldn't find very good comps on it, so we ended up putting it back. This is a dress by the brand Pink Chicken, and I looked this up because I thought it seemed really nice. I thought the tag seemed nice. It seemed like these were going for about $15, so I thought this was pretty cute, and we'll see how it does. I don't pick up a lot of kids items. Well, I do pick up a lot of kids items, but most of them I keep. So I don't pick up a lot of them to sell, but I thought this was really precious, so I looked at it and decided to pick it up. Okay, so here we have a Torrid shirt. It's like a chambray, and I think I've actually sold this exact shirt like 2 weeks ago. So I thought this was pretty interesting to find this exact shirt again. So I'm hoping to list it, and I think it was also a size 1, like almost the exact one that I'm kind of wondering if the buyer wore it, didn't like it, and donated it again, but that can't be.
And then it somehow made it to Houston.
Yeah, who knows? Here we're looking at a kid's costume, and we put that one back because it didn't have very good comps on it. We couldn't find anything. And this is a Fairy Kai dress, I think, but it was homemade and it was short, and I couldn't find very good comps on it, so I ended up putting that back as well. This is a pair of Urban Pipeline jeans. I picked this up on a whim because I remember from our ThredUp boxes that maybe our Urban Pipeline stuff sold pretty quickly. Kang looked this up and he said it was a great sell-through rate, so I'm pretty excited for these jeans, and I will definitely be looking for more of this style of jeans. I recently was at the bins again and I found like Urban Pipeline, I think, shorts, and the sell-through rate was not very good and the price wasn't that good either, so I didn't pick those up. Okay, so this I picked up just because I thought it was really cool. It is a needlepoint pillow cover. I've done really well with tufted pillow covers, and I figured this was kind of in the same vein, and I could really see this in someone's like green living room. Like green is a really, you know, trendy color right now, so I could really see this in someone's classic green living room, so that's the reason I picked it up. I always pick up gowns out of the bins, but I don't always buy them, and this one we did put back. The comps aren't very good on it. And here we are lined up waiting for the bins to come out. You can see everyone goes behind the yellow line and stands and waits. And when this last bin comes out, you have to wait for them to count the number of bins. I don't know what they're counting, and say go. So you can see the worker walking down there. This lady, you know, trying to get to
readjusting
whatever bin she wants to go to. And then you can see a motion to say go. Mad frenzy ensues.
So this one is where I find most of all the good golf clubs from today, and you'll see that this whole bin is just a huge amount of golf clubs, golf bags, just so many, and I got quite a lot of stuff. So let's take a look at it here. A bunch of drivers, a bunch of irons, and there are so many good brands in here. I'll go through them here in a second. And then there's also this OGO bag. It's in really good condition, so I ended up picking that up. But I also found this Callaway bag. It was in rough condition, so I ended up putting that one back. So let's go through some of these clubs. So this was the first golf club that I found. This one is actually probably gonna only go for about 20 or 25, and that's pretty all right. I think what really convinced me was all the other ones that I found. We've got two TaylorMade drivers. They're in kind of rough shape, but they will still go for a decent amount. We've got a Cleveland driver here, well used, but should still do decent. Hopefully I can find some comps for these. And then these two Cleveland irons, they're probably going to be listed separately. And here I've got a Cleveland putter. It's in pretty decent shape. And here's where the bulk of our profits will come in. We've got a bunch of Adams golf clubs. This is the Ideal model, and this is going for a decent amount. I couldn't find a whole lot of them. They were kind of just scattered everywhere, and I imagine some people picked up a few of these. It's kind of a free-for-all at the bins, as you know, but I might lot this together and sell it all at once. I'm not exactly sure just yet. And then here are some Adams Golf Tight Lies. The set is missing, I believe, the number 7 iron. Not too bad. I will find a comp that is similar enough. I think I can get a pretty good amount even with that one missing. And then we've got two trainers. This is going to be about a 3-pound trainer there. It's pretty thick and it's pretty heavy. This other trainer club is pretty cool too. And last but not least, we've got this OGO, the Duchess bag. It's almost like new, but not quite new because it's got this plastic here, but it's also got a little bit of rust on it. These were about 20 some odd pounds, and at our bins it's $1.19 per pound for the miscellaneous kind of hard good items. So all in all, $32 or so. So not bad. Really happy with that. Gonna make a lot of profit from this. Here's a quick look at what was left. There was just so much junk in there, and funny enough, I dig through all of them and I found this little bag with just a bunch of change. And yes, we did leave it in the bag, in the golf bag. So it's all included in that price. All right, here's a total of what we've got in that blue bag. Got a total of $10 in quarters, $2.10 in dimes, $1.30 in nickels, and 41 cents in pennies. Got this little button there. And we've got this official club members coin here, and it's pretty interesting. But overall, not bad considering that whole thing of golf clubs and stuff was $32. So you can say that it was a pretty good investment and just awesome to have gotten this little surprise in there. Here's an item that we're currently working on. It's actually a 1,500 piece puzzle by Ravensburger, and it's this James Rizzi one. And we saw that one was sold for $30, but it was missing 2 pieces. We're obviously working on it, trying to make sure that all the pieces are here, and we're getting closer. So this has been a work in progress. We personally like puzzles, and We're doing this for fun, but also if we can put the entire thing together, we think that we can get maybe 50 to 70, which would be great.
Okay, so here's the rest of what we got. We got this pair of Keen sandals. Keen is one of our bread and butter shoe brands. We pick it up all the time, and it is really nice because it often has a style name in there. Well, style number, not the name. But you can Google it and you can find the name. The best ones are the Newport ones. Well, not the best ones, but those are the ones that we find most often, and those go for, you know, like $25, $30 when you can find them, and you can list them during summer.
You can see that it says VII, and that's the $7 that Goodwill tried to get, and then it landed at the bins.
Fail.
That's where we get it
Yeah.
for cheap.
This is a new with tags J Jill tank top. You know, it's super simple. J Jill is definitely a bread and butter brand. I don't pick it up all the time I see it, but since this was new with tags, I decided to pick it up. And J Jill is just a basic mall brand, but it's known for its quality items, and I see it sell pretty often on eBay for us. So $49 for a tank top. Can you believe it? Crazy.
Cannot believe it.
This is another bread and butter brand for us, Torrid, and this is a really good size. It's size 4, which translates to a 4X, and it's really cute. It's like velvet with this plaid, so I think that this should do well. Torrid for us sells super fast. It doesn't sell for a lot. It sells between like $10 to $20 depending on the item. I expect this will sell for like $15. This is a jacket by the brand Millard Fillmore, which when we looked it up, people were saying that it was sold at Anthropologie. I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought this was really nice. I picked it up because it just felt nice. It felt like high quality, and so we're hoping to get about $20 to $25 for it. It's a very classic style with the green, and the tag honestly kind of reminded me of Pendleton's tag, so that was another reason why I looked at it for a second time to, you know, kind of check it out again. So we'll see how this does. This is a brand that we've never found before. We've never picked it up, so it's always good to try new things, I guess. These are a pair of Diesel Industry jeans. They are in the Timmins jean, and when I looked these up, they didn't seem to be doing like all that great. Diesel Industry, we've sold some jeans for a like good amount, like $50 or maybe $70, but these looked like they were going for between $20 and $30, but with a good sell-through rate. So that was the reason I picked them up. I think they were in a bin that it looked like people had been putting their like throwbacks in, so I wonder if that was why someone threw it back. Was that, well, maybe that's it.
Maybe this is why I put it back. But it's my size, so I think I'm gonna wear this for a while.
Super cool in the Diesel Industry jeans. This is an LL Bean flannel. LL Bean is another bread and butter brand for us, and their flannels we sell all the time. So I picked this up. I actually originally thought it was a PJ top, and I was hoping to maybe find the PJ bottoms, but maybe it's just like a regular out and about shirt. I'm not really sure. It's kind of hard to tell with flannel, you know, especially plaid flannel. I feel like could go either way.
Yeah.
These are a pair of Soma pants, and Soma PJ pants we do pick up. We pick up the PJ tops as well. We have kind of cooled on them a little bit. We don't want to pick them up quite as much because often they are, you know, pretty worn in, like a lot of wash wear on them, and they sell definitely better when you have like the matching set. Obviously people want like matching pajamas if they can. I would assume that most people do. So I think that, you know, we might not pick those up as much anymore. These are a pair of Eddie Bauer hiking shorts. We pick up a lot of hiking things, and Eddie Bauer is just like a pretty well-known brand, so I was happy to pick these up. I think that they should sell for about $15, so not, you know, a ton of money. But the other thing we were thinking as we were there was just we need a certain volume of items to keep our business going. So at a certain point, you kind of just have to buy what's going to make you money, even if it's not like going to make you a ton of money. That's the struggle that we have, is sourcing at the scale that we need to keep our business running. So definitely a struggle, and one of the reasons why we go to the bins, because there's just such a volume of items that we can source so many. Here we have a pair of loft jeans, and these I do pick up if they're in really good shape, like no flaws at all, hopefully, you know, if I checked it over correctly. But these sell pretty quickly for me, especially with this new tag. I don't pick up like any older tag loft stuff, but this seems to be their most recent tag on their jeans. They don't sell for a whole, this seems to be the theme of today's haul. It doesn't sell for a whole lot, but it does consistently sell. So that's the reason I picked these up. And I just recently, like this week, sold some jeans by Loft.
Yeah, we often think that sell-through rate is a little more than important.
Sell-through rate is king, okay?
King for us anyway. So whether it gives us $10 or $20 profit, sell-through rate is very, very important.
Okay, so here's another sell-through rate one. These are American Eagle cargo shorts, and the sell-through rate on this was really good at about $15 to $20. So I picked these up, and American Eagle is one of those brands that I kind of look at but don't always pick up. I have kind of cooled on a lot of their jeans. They don't sell for as much as they used to, and they don't go as quickly as they used to. I think it just got oversaturated, like their shirts and stuff, but these I picked up.
Yeah, apparently cargo shorts are in.
Yeah, cargo shorts are in.
Are they? I don't know. Apparently.
This is a pair of LAPG, LA Police Gear pants. They're utility pants, and the sell-through rate on this was pretty good, which is another reason why I was picking it up. I do look at a lot of these utility hiking pants, especially at the bins. I think that people just are always looking to buy those online. They often have a pretty good sell-through rate, even if they don't sell for a whole lot. But these looked like they were going for about 25 to 30. There were not that many listed, and not that many sold, but there were more sold than listed. So here we have Wrangler fire resistant jeans, and they are the carpenter jeans, so that's pretty good. Carpenter jeans are definitely more sought after than just regular jeans because they're a little bit more rare. And Wrangler fire resistant is something that we will often pick up and does pretty well. People are looking for it for, really its utility rather than, fashion or anything like that. So this should go, for a good amount, upwards of $30. Here we have a redhead shirt. This is actually a boys shirt, like a little boys, like for youth. That's the word I'm looking for youth. It's for a youth boy. Anyway, Redhead is a bread and butter hunting, like fishing, hiking brand that we pick up pretty often, and it usually sells for about $15. Again, it usually sells pretty quickly. So that's the reason I picked this up. Okay, so this is probably one of the best clothing pieces that we got. It's by the brand APC, and it doesn't look like very much, but it's just kind of this t-shirt dress. But APC seems to be a pretty good brand. It's more high-end. I don't know if it's sold at Revolve or what, but when I looked it up, I thought, okay, I think this is something, but I couldn't remember like if I was just confusing it with ALC, which is definitely a very good brand. So this seems to be going, dresses by this brand, kind of the more plain ones seem to be going for like $50-ish. So we'll see how this does. I have to do a little bit more research on it to see, exactly how much it would go for. And then we have this Hunter rain jacket. Hunter is I guess a rain brand. I don't really know, because mostly they make boots. Like that's most of what I found, and the boots are definitely sought after, especially the women's and the men's size. They're like big wellies basically. And I saw this in the bin and I thought, okay, this looks like something. It's definitely like stained on there, so I'm hoping to be able to get it off. I think if I use a magic eraser on it, that usually works on the boots. So this is a very similar material to the boots, like it's definitely waterproof and stuff. So I'm thinking that maybe the magic eraser would work. I don't know. So you can wash it. I looked at it. You can wash it, you just can't dry it. So I am going to try to wash it and see, what happens there, if I can get some of this stuff out.
All right, hopefully you enjoyed this video because this is kind of different. We are trying more thrift with me type things, but we don't get to go together very often. And Camilla doesn't want to wear a body cam, so I'm the one wearing the body cam. It just gives you a little bit more of a thrift with me vibe, and you can come thrifting with us and all that. I think that's a little more fun. Hopefully you enjoyed kind of the edits and stuff in this video. So let us know how you liked the video.
Yeah, and let us know if you have ever had an experience where you go to the thrift and you think you're going to get something and then you come out with something totally unexpected. Like for us, coming out with so many golf clubs, and that was like what was good about this haul versus like just kind of all these bread and butter clothing items. We would love to hear your stories down in the comments, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed, consider subscribing. We would love to have you as part of our YouTube community, and we hope to make more videos just like this in the future.
Yeah, come watch our videos of what's sold. That's more important. And we'll see you later.
Bye. We got this pair of Tiva sandals.
Keen.
What?
Keen. Oh, sorry. I should have said. I'm the one that picked these up.